Hello everyone. Welcome back. I'm Boomy and today we are watching The Problem with Cheetahs by TierZoo. Yes, like I said in my first TierZoo video, I don't know a lot about animals, so I'm excited to know what the problem with cheetahs are. And yeah, I guess I guess that's it. When it comes to cheetahs, I know they're fast. They're one of the higher, probably. I don't know if he ranked it higher in his tiers. Um, when it comes to predatory animals in Africa or in the wild in general. But yeah, I'm excited to know what the problem with cheetahs are. So, well, it just says problem. So yeah, remember, if you like my reactions, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the reaction down in the comment section below, and consider subscribing. Also, if you missed my first TierZoo video, this TierZoo was suggested to me by a viewer last time. So yeah, go ahead and suggest to me what other videos you'd like me to check out. I'll be more than happy to check them out for you. That being said, let's go ahead and watch the video. I don't know this UI. Oof. Dead. Ah, Dark Souls. Okay. I don't play Dark Souls.
Ever since they were first added to the game, the cat build has been a dominant force in the meta. The largest ones can square up with some of the most powerful builds of the Ice Age. And in the current meta, even the smallest variants can rack up absurd KD ratios.
Domesticated cats,
However,
yeah.
not all cat builds are such an impressive meta-defining force. The cheetah is one of the few feline builds facing some serious challenges lately. But are they
Really
truly a
now?
bottom-tier build? They have quite a few impressive abilities and a stat spread unlike any other cat.
Yeah,
But they've
that's
also got
true.
some pretty major weaknesses. So today I'd like to take the time to elaborate on the generalizations I made in my original cat tier list video a few years back.
Oh, I need to
every
watch
build on
that one.
list deserves a video to itself. And seeing as cheetahs are my favorite of the bunch, I'll start with them. We'll begin with the positives. So cheetahs have a rather unorthodox stat spread.
Yeah.
While most cats
Fastest land animal, right?
And stealth, the cheetah has sunk all available evolution points into mobility, granting it the highest mobility stat in the game. This is pretty important because it makes the cheetah the only carnivore build in the African meta that can actually chase down and outspeed herbivores like the impala and gemspot. All of the other carnivores need to either pull off a successful stealth check or keep up the chase at a distance and wait for their target's stamina to run out. Cheetahs can actually close the distance on any fleeing player at top speed.
Damn, props to the cameraman though for tracking all that.
Its high-speed strategy. The cheetah has a much longer tail than most cats,
For stability.
And a tighter turn radius while running. This makes it very difficult to juke a pursuing cheetah. Cheetahs also have dark streaks under their huge eyes, which reduces glare and grants them bonus accuracy on their attacks. Cheetahs also took a page from the canine playbook and opted for non-retractable claws, which is a big change from what most Felid players spec into. Keeping the claws unretracted grants the cheetah extra traction while running. Cheetahs often don't get enough credit for their effective team strategies. Their high intelligence allows them to organize some pretty coordinated attacks that enable a party of cheetah mates to take down some surprisingly large targets, or stand their ground in some normally unwinnable confrontations. This is about where the positives end though, and
really now.
I just mentioned comes with some serious downsides.
Alright, I'm excited to know what the weaknesses are.
Specialization into the agility skill tree leaves it with some highly exploitable vulnerabilities.
Low defense.
Weight enough to achieve its incredible movement speed, the cheetah drastically cut its defensive stats. With a tall, lanky frame, thin skin, and no body fat, a cheetah can't afford to take any hits at all. A fact that affects every aspect.
They're basically a glass cannon build. Once you're able to stand up to the initial attacks, it's probably pretty easy to counter them.
First, this means they cannot take many risks while on the attack. Now, most predators will avoid risks and go for easy kills on low-level players.
Low-level players, young ones.
At all is too risky. This makes sense though.
Call an ambulance.
On an opponent's weak point, they can't deal much damage. Since their claws aren't retractable, they are blunted while to debuff their potential slash.
They basically have like dog claws.
The paw swipe. Cheetahs do have one claw on the back of their paws, that is not used for traction and therefore remains sharp. And this claw gives them a bonus to grappling attempts while pouncing. However, its placement on the back of the foot makes it useless when a cheetah player is defending themselves. And unfortunately, the inability to defend themselves is the crucial weakness that keeps cheetahs low on the tier list, because a cheetah player will need to do a lot of defending. In particular, there are two scenarios where cheetahs...
especially in the African servers, there are a lot of scavenger animals there, so they will do most of the kills, but can they defend it long enough to eat it, or at least have their fill? That's the main problem right there.
Run into issues. The first is defending a kill. Using a burst of speed this powerful costs a lot of stamina and generates a huge amount of heat, to the point where after making a kill, cheetahs will need to wait for the stamina to regenerate before they can start eating. And it's during this huge window of time that other predator players will take advantage of the cheetah's lackluster defensive skills. Hyena and lion mains have no problem stealing a cheetah's kill. Most of the time, the cheetah player will wisely choose to concede the kill, but if they do put up a fight, they're likely to get bodied pretty hard. Now, while this is frustrating for the cheetah player base, it's not impossible to simply play around this weakness. Most cheetah players simply avoid hunting while hyenas are nearby, and also try to get most of their kills while the lion player base is offline. And considering lions only spend about 4 hours a day logged in, this is a decent window of opportunity. Objective defense is tough enough for cheetahs, but if you think they struggle to defend a control point for just a few dozen minutes, imagine how tough it is for them to complete the game's escort mission. Due to their low sprint rates, protecting offspring is a core part of the mammal build's gameplay. Unfortunately do terribly at this, because similar to with defending a kill, a persistent
they can't defend their young properly.
All a cheetah can really do is try to chase players away before they even get within range of detecting their cubs. Low-level cheetahs also spec into coloration that's meant to fool players into thinking they're actually a honey badger, which would be a much less free kill.
What?
However, once they're found out, even a max-level cheetah using its best attacks and intimidation techniques will stand little chance of actually stopping an attack from a lion or hyena. In fact, even smaller predator players like jackals can score kills on cheetah cubs.
Really now?
As chasing away multiple attackers at once is near impossible.
Oh no, my guy.
Skills, cheetah players have only a 30% chance of even unlocking their first level up achievement.
Wow.
All this to say that unfortunately,
interesting.
Plenty of very valid points put towards me on places like Reddit and Twitter, cheetahs are indeed bottom tier, and honestly, I'd expect them to completely disappear from the meta if they don't change their strategies.
That is sad.
I know it'd be a difficult task to give up on.
That is unbelievable.
But it's worth mentioning that this movement speed has its own limitations too. It's really only useful in open terrain and is severely hampered by any obstacles. In fact, one of the best counterplays
they can't
the cheetah's
parkour properly.
To stay near cover and move into a less open area if a cheetah player makes an attack attempt. Moving at such a high speed is not without risks, and these risks can become insurmountable if the terrain isn't favorable. And the cheetah's mobility also suffers in other areas too. Their blunted claws are much less useful for climbing, removing what might have been a low-level cheetah's best defense against predators like the hyena and jackal. I could go on to talk about the cheetah's lack of access to the ability Roar, or talk about how the cheetah's player base is so small that it's actually hampering their ability to gain new evolution points. But I think you get the picture. Cheetah players, I wish you the best of luck, but I don't have high hopes.
Yeah.
As
that sucks.
The cheetah build can be, they are fascinating to watch. And if you're interested in seeing more of the cheetah's struggle for survival, you should check out The Secret Life of Cheetahs, a documentary that chronicles the life of a family of cheetahs as they navigate life in the savannah. You can watch it right now on CuriosityStream, the sponsor of today's video. CuriosityStream is a subscription streaming service where you can watch thousands of high-quality documentaries and non-fiction titles. There are several on cheetahs, and also a bunch of my personal favorites, like Walking with Dinosaurs to Nebula.
Let's see.
Exclusive videos on there, but I also recommend some of the originals to both of these awesome.
Yep, guys, go ahead and visit curiositystream.com/TierZoo if you want to get a subscription there. It will help TierZoo out immensely if you do use his link. So yeah, very interesting video, I gotta say. I was not expecting the cheetah to be ranked so low in the tier list. Well, he's probably high. What is it? S, A, B, C, D, F, I think. I forgot the lowest tier. But well, they're probably high in that tier. It's still the lowest tier though. I guess, oh man, he brings up a lot of good points when it comes to the cheetah, especially their top speed can only be reached in like plains, and they're not really good when it comes to terrains that are, well, how do we call this? It's not necessarily hard to navigate, but like, let's just call it difficult terrain, I guess. Yeah, since if there are a lot of changes when it comes to the terrain, they can't just adapt mid run, especially at those speeds. Oh man, I was really expecting the cheetah to be high up. I was surprised, but I mean, what can you say? Facts are facts, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it for me today, guys. Link to my Twitter is down in the description below. Go ahead and check it out if you want to. And if you're new here and enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Let me know your thoughts on the reaction down in the comment section below, and please consider subscribing. And also suggest to me what other videos you'd like me to watch. That said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!